Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Andy Everhart. I'm a new lecturer here at the London School of Theology and the program leader for the new and forthcoming BA in Theology and Liberal Arts. I originally come from Chicago, where I did my undergraduate and postgraduate study in theology. I also worked with various churches there and secondary education, working with underprivileged students on the west side of Chicago. And I'm very passionate about how theology meets everyday life, and that's something I learned in my time at Chicago. But thereafter, I moved to the UK, specifically Scotland, in the University of St Andrews, to do my PhD with a fellow by the name of Alan Torrance. After finishing my PhD, I worked at St Andrews for a little bit, then moved down to the University of Leeds to do a postdoctoral fellowship studying a theology of language and how people with autism use language differently than people who don't have autism, and how that might tell us what it means to pray to God, talk with God, or talk about God using human language. From there, I came to LST because during my time at Leeds, I also worked with the liberal arts program there. I am passionate about the field of liberal arts, the unique teaching opportunities that it creates, and the unique approach to education it can provide. But I'm also passionate about bringing that into contact with theology as a discipline. So here at LST, I'm able to do both of those things together, bringing my passions educationally together towards the ultimate goal of theology reaching the public and affecting the everyday lives of Christians and non-Christians everywhere. So liberal arts was a medieval style of education that took this idea of different disciplines, which typically someone would study law or theology or philosophy. They'd focus on one discipline and become a master and expert in that one thing. Liberal arts said, well, what if instead of focusing on this one thing, we had a student who did a little bit of everything? They were a well-rounded student. And that student, because they're good at everything, not an expert in anything, but they're good at a little bit of everything, they would have a wide-ranging and broad set of tools to creatively contribute to society. Here at LST, we are a theology school, hence why we put theology in the name. The vision for theology and liberal arts is that we would have not just citizens, but disciples, following Jesus, but embodying what it means to follow Jesus in society today, to serve broader society, which has largely left Christendom behind, with the love of Jesus. And so if you're interested in liberal arts, this is what we'll be preparing you for. The BA Theology and Liberal Arts will be one of our most unique degree programs here at LST. You'll still get a full suite of theology and Bible and lots of the other things that you would study in a normal theology school. But in addition to that, we'll be exposing you to all the different disciplines to create a well-rounded disciple, just like we talked about a minute ago. So this vision for the well-rounded disciple means that we're going to teach you a little bit about the disciplines of the sciences, of philosophy, and the arts, be that physical mediums such as painting and sculpture, or mediums such as music and poetry, or even literature. And the idea is to focus not just on teaching you about these disciplines, but teaching you how theology can utilize these disciplines for the kingdom of God. How is theology already engaging in using these disciplines? What are some new ways that theology can make use of these disciplines and that good disciples can use these disciplines? So in addition to getting some broad training in how to use the sciences, how to engage with the arts, and how to think critically with philosophy, as a theologian, you'll also be taking a number of electives within these broad areas. So you can take a course on analytic theology, which brings together the tools of analytic philosophy and Christian theology. You can take a course in music in theology, which will help you to understand how music can be a tool as well as a hindrance to good theology, and how we can tell the difference between the two. In addition to that, as you progress through the program, you'll start learning not just, well, how can I learn from these disciplines, but how do I use these disciplines for the kingdom of God? How can these disciplines contribute to, for instance, a sense of justice? How should Christians today be standing up for what is right in a society that is largely living in the darkness? And how do these disciplines help us to communicate the light of Christ to a broken and fallen world? The London School of Theology offers a range of programs. for people who want to use theology to serve the kingdom of God. But this program, the BA Theology and Liberal Arts, is a unique opportunity for those who don't just want to serve the church, but want to be the church, serving the world with the love of Jesus, being the hands and feet of Jesus and loving our neighbor. So if I'm describing you, please feel free to check out our website, our social media, and learn more about this unique program and about LST more generally. Please also feel free to reach out to me directly. You can find my information on the LST website. I would love to talk with you and find how we can fit you into our program here and help train you up for the work of the kingdom.